Throughout the 2014 season, I'm going to be taking part in the Caterham Tracksport Championship, giving you the lowdown on what it's like to compete in an amateur racing series. It should be an epic tale of daring do, heartbreak and, hopefully, a bit of triumph.
Based on the Lotus 7 of 1957, Caterhams have been around since God was a lad, but they're still one of the most popular and cost-effective ways of going racing. And because the cars are identical, the action's frenetic.
Today is the first test day here at Donington Park in Leicestershire, and it's the first chance I've got to test out the new motor. The Tracksport is stripped for racing and has a 125 horsepower Ford engine under here and trick suspension. Now, as you might have noticed, I'm vertically gifted and I don't fit into a normal Caterham racing seat, so we've ripped it out and replaced it by this, which is effectively expandable builder's foam. Together with this 6-point harness, it pins me safely inside the car. Now, you're not allowed to affect the Tracksport's performance, but you can fit one of these. It's a video V-Box made by Race Logic, and it not only films me in action, it also shows me exactly how fast I'm going at every point on the circuit. This is the sort of information that Formula One teams jealously guard, and it means I've got nowhere to hide.
It might only have 125 brake horsepower, but even with me on board, the Caterham weighs less than half as much as a normal car. So it's not slow, and you carry big speed through the corners. It's back to basic stuff, with a manual gearbox and no ABS. In other words, it's all about the driver, and right now, I've got a fair bit to learn. Now, this isn't F1 and I don't have an army of fluffers, but I do have my mates Chris and Andy from Exceed Motorsport lending a hand. And fitness expert John Reynolds from MFT is getting me mentally and physically prepared for racing.
There's a lot of things you can do whilst you're in the vehicle, working on your focus, potentially visualising what you would do, what action you take if something did go wrong.
And of course, unless you're fabulously wealthy, none of this is possible without sponsorship. And I'm delighted to say that the good people at
Horsebox Hospital, Avon Tyres, Gaucho Productions,
and of course the Sunday Times Driving are among the most talented, beautiful and nicest people you'll ever meet. So that's the end of testing. Next stop, Snetterton for round one. Am I ready? Find out on driving.co.uk.